Welcome to Khaliis Take. If you haven't, please like, subscribe, also hit the notification bell so you can get the newest and the bonus content first. But let's go ahead and just jump right in here. You know, Paul George basically is issuing a warning to the league about Kawhi Leonard. And, you know, when I listen to Paul George, listen to him on, clutchpoints.com. And, you can also read his comments there and a few other sites where he speaks on it after the game they had against Charlotte where Kawhi Leonard hit the game-winning shot. Paul George was speaking on Kawhi Leonard and saying that, he's starting to look more comfortable. He's starting to get more aggressive, and he's starting to really get aggressive and find himself in his spots and his rhythm. And going forward, the team is going to build around that and find him in his spots and his rhythm and allow, themselves to get more acclimated with Kawhi once again, and for Kawhi to, get to that level of dominance, where he was before. And, just hearing that from Paul George means a lot, because Paul George is definitely a star player in his own right. And he has, he definitely has a lot of respect for Kawhi, of course. They're tight on and off the court, but, it's good to hear from teammates, them knowing their role, which, Paul George speaks on that too. Everybody knows their role, and, everybody knows he has to get back to the level, that he once was at in order for, the Clippers to really take it to another level, and hearing him say that is very, very encouraging, because you want to see Kawhi Leonard get back to that level, because I really think the only way they're going to have a chance to win a championship, of course, is if he's playing at the level he was before he got hurt. And, looking at him in the Charlotte Hornets game, I mean, I saw a lot of good things. I saw, a guy who just looked like he was almost getting his stride back, but also getting his rhythm to a point where it's like, okay, it looked like his rhythm never left. You see what I'm saying? He hits a game-winning shot against Charlotte. They give him the ball in an isolation situation. We all know what Kawhi can do, when healthy. He is definitely a top 2, top 3 player in the league when healthy. To me, he's the best player in the league when healthy, but we know what this guy can do. And watching him against, the Charlotte Hornets is just it's just a little clip of, what Kawhi is going to be like going forward. We all know how great he is, and we know he's a top 75 player, for a reason. But, in previous games, before the Charlotte Hornets game that the Clippers won on a game winner by Kawhi Leonard, he did look a little uncomfortable. He did look a little uneasy, and he looked a little bit out of sorts. He looked a little bit out of rhythm. He didn't look like, the Kawhi Leonard of old. And even Charles Barkley, was one of the ones to say, Kawhi doesn't look like, how he was, a year or two ago. You see what I'm saying? Kawhi, he didn't think, Kawhi is not looking good. Kawhi is looking bad. He said it on TNT on the post game after a game, and he definitely expressed his opinion on the Clippers as well. So to see Kawhi play, with more rhythm and more, touch and everything, and use his footwork the way he did in the Charlotte Hornets game. I can remember one play specifically. They passed the ball. He does a pump fake with the shot. And then, he uses his footwork off the spin and then, hit the fadeaway jumper. I knew then, I was like, okay, Kawhi is really starting to feel himself again. He's really starting to get in his bag. And we all know when Kawhi Leonard is at that point, you're looking at not only a great player, but you're looking at a dominant player. And this is what I think that Paul George was speaking about in regards to Kawhi Leonard. Because if Kawhi is healthy, playing like that, and then on top of that, you got to understand his minutes restriction will be gone after a while, hopefully. And then, Paul George, along with him on the floor, they could really actually, put all this together. Because, like I said before, bits and pieces, we see how good the Clippers are, bits and pieces. But bits and pieces is not good enough. We got to see the product on the floor, everybody being there, everybody contributing. And that's the biggest part about the Clippers that, a lot of people or a lot of naysayers have, against them. Even people who are with the Clippers in regards to voting for them, they say the same thing. They got to see more Kawhi, they got to see more PG together, because those two right there is pretty much what makes the whole circle. They make everything turn, you know what I'm saying? So, and even Ty Lue, he even said the same thing. It was great to see, Kawhi Leonard hit a game-winning shot, be in rhythm a little bit. It was big for them, in a game like that. Kawhi and PG comes back. PG had like 19 points. Kawhi had 16, and it's like both of them are going to get their rhythm. Both of them were, playing well. I think Paul George had like 7 assists and no turnovers. I mean, that's huge right there. And Kawhi being in rhythm the way he is, or the way he was, especially down the stretch, I mean, you really can't ask for no better, except, of course, when Kawhi is off minutes restriction, he's giving you 26, 27 points a game rather than, 16 points in a game. So either way, it's great because, it's going to be a lot of games where, you'll see Kawhi dominate. You'll be a lot of games where you won't see him, have to be the one dominating because they got so much depth everywhere on that team. And like I said, this team's mindset is just really focused on the championship, nothing else. And really, it doesn't need to be set on nothing else but that. So I'm proud of Kawhi. I'm proud of, PG for saying what he's saying about Kawhi. I just hope that, going forward, we really get to see, what we all want. We all want to see this team play, a lot of meaningful games throughout the season with everybody being healthy. Shout out to Luke Kennard too. He had came back, in the game as well and played also. I think they definitely was missing him. He's definitely one of their best shooters, honestly. So, good things right now, for them if they can keep it going and, keep the chemistry going, the intensity, and just, build on top of the, and gain that rhythm. That's really what the Clippers need. They just need rhythm. They got the talent. They got the pieces. They really don't have to make any trades if they don't need to, if they don't want to. I mean, they got all the pieces they need, what I'm saying, if you ask me. So, I mean, it's really just building that continuity and that rhythm. And I think maybe hopefully going forward, we'll see that. And if we do, then, Paul George warning to the NBA is look out for the Clippers, because if they gain the chemistry and rhythm that everybody knows that they can, I don't really think any other team really stands a chance against them, because no other team has more depth coming off the bench. And the firepower they have in Kawhi and PG, those two, when they're on their game, they can be the best duo in the league. You can make the argument they'd be the best duo in the league against anybody if both of them are healthy. So hopefully, good things there. And, hopefully everybody stays healthy, and hopefully we can really see, what we all want, which is a healthy Clippers team, and see how far they can really take it. But hey, that's my take on everything. Leave any comments in the comment section as always. And, hey, till next time.